Hey everyone, welcome to the Divorce Dispatcher, where we dive into the wildest, most unbelievable stories of divorce, breakups, and family drama. Stories that'll leave you speechless. Today we have the story of Thomas.
Husband, 48, wife, 47. My name is Thomas, and I want to share my story. Not because I think I have all the answers, but because maybe someone out there needs to hear it today. Maybe someone's sitting there, like I was not long ago, wondering if there's even a point to trying anymore. My wife Amanda and I have been married for 24 years. We have 4 kids together. A lifetime of memories built piece by piece, year after year. We married young her, 23, me 24, and in so many ways we grew up side by side. We built a home, raised a family, celebrated wins, survived losses. But somewhere along the way, something changed. We stopped laughing as much. Conversations became about logistics, bills, who's picking up the kids, what needs fixing around the house. Our touches became more like passing handoffs rather than moments of connection. The spark that had always been there, even through hard times, dimmed until it felt like it had gone out completely. I kept it all bottled up for years. I told myself it was just a phase. Life gets busy, kids get older, people grow apart sometimes. But resentment started to take root. I resented her for seeming so complacent, for not noticing how unhappy I was. And the anger, it simmered quietly, leaking out in small, sharp ways I barely even noticed anymore. A little over a year ago, I made a decision. I started quietly separating our finances. I opened a separate savings account and began setting aside money. I put some away for myself and some for what I thought she'd need for an attorney. I started researching apartments late at night when the house was quiet. In my mind, it was already over. I was just waiting for the right moment to say the words out loud. My plan was to file before our 24th anniversary. But life, as it often does, had other plans. About a month before the date circled in my mind, Amanda surprised me. She asked if we could go out to dinner. Just the two of us. It had been years since we did something like that without a family event or a holiday forcing it. I almost said no. I almost told her it was too late. But something inside me said go for the part that remembered the girl I married. So I said yes. We went to a small Italian restaurant we used to love back when we were young and broke, scraping together enough money for one nice meal every couple of months. It felt strange at first. We stumbled through small talk like two awkward teenagers. But after a couple of glasses of wine, something shifted. She looked at me, really looked at me, and said,
I feel like we've lost something. I miss you.
and I just broke. I miss you too, I whispered, blinking back tears I hadn't even realized were there. We stayed there for hours, talking, really talking, for the first time in years, about the ways we had hurt each other without meaning to, about the walls we had both built up without realizing, about how tired we both were of feeling alone together. We laid it all out. The anger, the disappointment, the loneliness. No yelling, no blame. Just raw aching honesty. Divorce dispatcher. How do you know when it's truly time to walk away and when there's still something worth fighting for? If I had filed for divorce out of resentment, without trying one last real conversation, could I have regretted it legally and financially?
Divorce Dispatcher is here. You rang. Thomas, your story highlights something so many people miss. Resentment can feel like a reason to leave, but often it's a symptom of disconnection, not the root cause. If love is still there, even buried under hurt, it's worth trying everything before filing. Because once you file, you trigger a legal and financial machine that's hard to stop. Property division, custody arrangements, retirement accounts, all start moving toward permanent separation. Undoing that if you change your mind can be complicated and expensive. You did the hard thing. You spoke up. You listened. You fought for the love that was still alive. Sometimes marriages don't end because they're broken beyond repair. Sometimes they end because no one stopped to ask if the other person was just as scared, just as lonely, just as lost. You stopped, and you saved something precious.
We didn't fix everything overnight, but that night was a turning point. It was the night we decided to fight for us again. We started seeing a marriage counselor. We committed to weekly date nights, even if it was just a coffee run together. We started being intentional about touch. We would give a hug in the kitchen, holding hands during a walk, a kiss goodbye that lasted longer than a second. The kids noticed the difference too. The tension that had quietly thickened our home began to lift. They smiled more. We laughed more. We remembered why we chose each other in the first place. I won't lie and say it's all sunshine and roses. Some days are still hard. Old habits don't die easily. But now, when we feel the distance creeping back in, we talk about it. We don't wait until it turns into resentment. Amanda told me the other night,
I thought you were done with me. I thought you didn't love me anymore.
I never stopped, I told her. I just forgot how to show it. And I forgot how to ask you to show it too. We are stronger now. Not because we avoided the hard stuff, but because we faced it together. Because when it mattered most, we chose each other again.
Sometimes the bravest thing you can do isn't walking away. Sometimes it's staying. It's fighting. It's daring to believe that what you built together is worth saving. Thomas and Amanda's story is proof that not all near divorces end in heartbreak. Some end in rediscovery, in rebuilding, in a stronger, deeper love than before. If you're standing on that ledge today, ask yourself, is there still love under the anger? Is there still something left to save? If there is, fight for it. Divorce Dispatcher, signing off. You rant, I